All right, let's start off by adding a couple of projects into our system because projects form the basis for everything else that we do. Now, if we go to our projects module, projects page, and you try to add a project, you would need to add a project manager. So before we add a project, let's go into our team section. Here you have employees, and let's add an employee. Let's say James 007, and you have he's a manager of some sort, and let's just say James is the operations manager. Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit save. You see James added there. And like all our pages, if you view this team profile, you'll see a lot of information about James, but we can get into this a bit later. So if we navigate back to projects, I'm gonna go ahead and add two projects here. Let's say we're building two homes right now. And let's say John's home, and James is our project manager. And what's the address? John Street, Campbellville. See if that, but the start dates are required, right? So once you add a start date, the end date is auto set a year later. Of course, you can adjust this, but let's just keep this as is for now. And we'll go ahead and add a second project, which is Jenny's home. And again, James is our project manager. And let's say Jennyville. Lot 1, Jennyville. And we do need start and end dates here. I'll go ahead and hit save. So let's just go back to our home page and projects page, and we'll see these two projects are added here. And that's really and truly how you add a project. Now, if you view a project, so let's see John's home. If you click on John's home here, this here is your project information page, and this section here has a ton of information, basically everything about the project. So if you go to the information tab, you see project information, and based on your configuration, you'll see documents and notes on the left side here as well. The work section is basically empty, but as we fill information, you'll see that this gets generated. A Gantt chart will get generated here. You'll see your milestones, team, ongoing jobs, and so on. Project updates, these are the updates that your project manager on site can send through the mobile app. Of course, you have all the jobs within this project here. And then you have things like estimates, expenses for the project, who are the team members on this project, and if you handle financials, invoices as well. There's also a section for defects where you can file all the defects for this project. And this again is done through the Techlify Works mobile app, where your project manager or your QA personnel can go on site, review a job or review a project and file all defects. And last but not least, you have check sheets for a project, basically allowing you to run various check sheets as you might need on various aspects of a project. So all of this information forms your project information page. Sorry, all of these tabs rather form your project information page, where this is all of the information relating to this specific project. And this is how we manage projects in the system. Of course, as we go along through our learning, we'll populate this and learn more about each one of these sections.